Good afternoon, Presiding Officer, TMOD, fellow Toastmasters, and designated guests. My name is Gaurav Chaudhary, and I am Sergeant at Arms of the club. It is my pleasure to officially call this 212th meeting of Sprouts Toastmaster Club. Mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has an opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn boosts self-confidence and improves their personality. Before starting this meeting, I would like to share 4 ground rules which are to be followed throughout the meeting. They are: please put your phone on silent mode throughout the meeting. Please refrain yourself from making any derogatory remarks relating to sex, religion, or politics. Please put yourself on mute while you are not speaking. Everyone, please rename yourself according to your designated roles. For instance, if you're a TMOD, then rename yourself as TMOD _ your respective name. Same goes for General Evaluator, Table Topics Master, Tag Team, Listener, Speakers, and respective evaluators. And if you're a guest, please rename yourself as guest _ your respective name. That being said, a heartening welcome to all the participants and guests. I would I hope all are looking forward to great enthusiastic speeches along with our dynamic team. I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Anupam Kumar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gaurav and Sargent at Arms. Thanks a lot. Dear Toastmasters and guests, I give a warm welcome to all of you in this meeting. I'm honored to be part of this club, and I'm so delighted whenever we are meeting on a regular basis. Toastmaster is the greatest platform, I think, which has created a positive impact in my life. I can never forget this because all those things, the kind of learning which I had so far, it is immense. I believe that the benefits of Toastmaster is far beyond just like public speaking. Okay, it's far beyond that public speaking. So the skills we learn in Toastmasters are core skills that we need for interacting in day-to-day life, maybe at work or in our personal life. I hope you all agree with this. Toastmasters makes us more confident, more entertaining, and we become better storyteller every time whenever we are speaking or we are listening. We become better listener just by listening to others' speeches. At the same time, we are quite observant when we are learning those. So this is a great ability which comes while attending these Toastmasters meetings. Also, this gives us a platform to give feedback, and feedback is really important. And when you are giving feedback to others, then we understand there many times we are making those mistakes. So I think that also is taken care by these Toastmasters meetings. Many times people share stories. We all share stories over here, speeches over here. And from personal stories, we learn a lot. And that perspective also, if we see that Toastmasters is a great platform to learn. Toastmaster not only make us a better public speaker, but a better person also. So with this, I would like to all of you to, especially those the guests, those are there, just introduce yourself. All the guests, please introduce yourself, and this meeting is open. Yeah. So do we have any guests?
Good afternoon, sir. Am I
Yeah, good
audible?
afternoon. Yes, you are audible.
Sir, my name is Bharat Anjankar, and my brother-in-law, Sri Ganesh Yuvarkar, told me about to join this Toastmaster club for improving my public communication. And I am happy to hear. I am a civil engineer. I am working with Mahavitran company currently. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Yeah, a very warm welcome to you. Any other guests we have?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I am Pratap Singh Naruka. I am basically a mechanical engineer, and I am working for a company called National Engineering Industries Limited. This is an automotive company, and I am here to improve my communication skills. So I was aware of the Toastmaster club, but I was just thinking to join this club. So today I have the opportunity to join. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and welcome, Pratap sir, for joining today. Thank you so much. Yeah. Any other guests we have?
Hello. Yep. Good afternoon,
Hello.
everyone. Yeah. So I'm Sakshi, and I've been suggested this Toastmaster Club by Anupam sir, and I'm immensely grateful for him to him for the same. And thank you. Looking forward for much learning and wonderful experience.
Thank you, Sakshi ma'am, for joining. Do we have any other guests? We have guest Amit. Amit sir.
Hello everyone. Hey, hello Anupam sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon everyone. Actually, I am a little bit quite busy. Okay, but I don't want to I didn't want to miss this chance. So that's why parallelly I'm doing. But basically, I am Amit Kumar. I have 10 plus years of experience in IT, and I'm working with the TCS. Okay, and it's glad to see the Anupam sir after the long period of a gap. And I know that his guts, his proficiency, okay, in the communication, the personality development, and everything, because we have been connected since long. So thank you all of you for joining, and thank you Anupam sir for conducting such a the session now. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, thank you, Amit sir. So with this, do we have any more guests? So if not, I would request our TMOD of the day, Sarda ma'am, to please proceed further. Okay. She has beautiful theme for the day. Okay.
Thank
Sarda
you.
ma'am.
Thank
Sarda
you.
ma'am doesn't need any introduction. She is means proficient speaker, eloquent speaker. So yeah, over to you, Sarda ma'am.
Good afternoons, our general evaluator and all my fellow Toastmasters and guests who have joined today. Many people view forgiveness as an offshoot of love, a gift given freely to those who have hurt you. Often, these two words, forget and forgive, come together. I still remember when I was a teacher, when I started my job, it was very difficult for me sometimes to handle the students quarreling among themselves. And that time there were no Google to search and nothing like no YouTubes. So what I did, I used to come, make them stand in front of my desk, and I used to ask, who did this and who was responsible? And then they honestly sometimes used to say, then I used to make them understand, if it's your friend's mistake, forget. And if if your friend's mistake, just forgive. And if it is your mistake, just go for forgiveness. I didn't know that it played so very important role in my students' life and also even in my life. To forgive means to let go and have peace with pain. Otherwise, we are suffering. It signifies that we are strong when we forgive somebody. It's very difficult to forgive. Gandhiji once said, "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong." And I also believe it. When you forgive someone, do you know, it has so many benefits, enormous benefit to a person who has given this gift. According to the recent research, it was found that if you can bring yourself to forget and forgive, you are likely to enjoy lower blood pressure. Isn't it so beautiful? A stronger immune system and a drop in the stress hormones circulating in your blood. This is not my research. It is the research done by the people, the psychologists. Even back pain, stomach problems, and headaches may disappear. And you will reduce the anger, bitterness, resentment, depression, and other negative emotion that accompany the failure to forgive. So are you understanding? It is to forgive. We will be discussing about this later in the meeting. Many times I'll be hearing you and you will be sharing your part. I will also share with you how the forgiveness has made me so happy and so very strong today, where I stand after learning this beautiful prayer called Ho'oponopono. I'll be discussing about this. This is a forgiveness prayer. Now let's coming to the Toastmaster. What is Toastmasters? There are many guests, so they should know, because we want them to join our Sprouts Toastmasters Club, and we are looking forward for it. So what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is a training and educational organization which teaches its member communication, leadership, training, and management skills, and build their self-confidence through enhancing public speaking skills. It is the largest and most successful organization of its type in the world. Toastmaster International was founded in 1924, and today is 2022, and now has over 16,000 clubs in over 140 countries around the world. And now, coming to the main point, why do people join Toastmasters? People join Toastmasters to develop the public speaking skills, to persuade and convince others. We all want to be influencers, isn't it? Learn to put their ideas across clearly and with conviction, improve their self-confidence before a group of people, learn to think quickly and clearly under pressure. That is critical thinking, which National Education Policy is giving stress on, but it was done. The objectives were made in 1924. Learn to listen effectively and critically. Learn to supportively evaluate someone else's presentation. Train to become a good leader. What specifically you will learn to do as a Toastmaster? In a Toastmasters club, you will learn by doing how to give an impromptu speech, how to give a prepared speech, how to evaluate what you hear, how to introduce speakers, how to chair and run meetings. All these skills will help you develop self-confidence. Isn't it so beautiful? We have now, if I talk about my today's theme, that is forgive and forget, we have the choice to either forgive the parts of life we do not like or to continue suffering by insisting that life be run on our terms. Sometimes we become so bitter when someone has done something bad with us in the past. And what is happening? It is not only ruining our present, but our future also. We suffer from so many problems, which is not good, isn't it? So we should just leave it in order to be happy, to be content and to be cheerful, because if you are happy, content and cheerful, you are going to build up a very beautiful community and a beautiful people, happy people around you. So, hello Toastmasters. Hello Toastmasters. Yes, I welcome you all to the class. For the benefit of the guests, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. To 3 rounds. First is the prepared speech round, where members will be delivering prepared speeches. That of the parts and projects are chosen. The second part of the session is table topics round. Members so now I will ask the general evaluator to introduce his tag team. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. So in Toastmasters, feedbacks and having evaluation is the heart of Toastmaster Club. I am the general evaluator for the day. I'll be evaluating each and every speech and each and every role player. And to help me with today, I'm having a tag team. Tag team is a timer, grammarian, and a counter. So he'll be noting down all the and her. So first of all, I would like to invite our counter, TM Ganesh Hirwarkar sir. He is a founder of Royal Silk, backflower therapist, and IT professional. Over to you, TM Ganesh.
Thank you, Anupam sir. So, hello Toastmasters and dear guest. Today my role is to, as a counter, to count the filler pauses and the filler words which is reflecting into the speech and the speaking which we are doing here. And I will be helping people to understand and count those filler words so that they can improve on those particular words to be skipped and smoothen and help them their speech to have a very effective way to present in front of the audience. So I will be presenting my report at the end of the all the evaluations and the speeches, and based on that, the team who has participated into the different speeches and the table topics, I will be helping out the improvement on the filler words and pauses. Thank you. Over to you, Anupam sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ganesh sir, for explaining your roles and responsibility for the day. Now I will invite our grammarian, our grammar teacher for the day, Toastmaster Ajay Kumar Yadav. He is from Pink City Toastmasters Club. Yeah, Toastmaster Ajay. Are you there? Okay. Till the time Toastmaster Ajay comes, I'll invite timer of the day, TM Vishal sir, TM Vishal More sir. He's a corporate leader with more than 22 years of experience. He is very much energetic to improve his public speaking. So over to you, Vishal sir.
Thank you very much, Anupam sir. So my today's role is as a timer for this meeting for the Sprout Toastmasters, and I will be sharing my screen whenever this the speaker crosses the limit. So we have three types of topics here. One is general speech, which is allowed for 5 to 7 minutes. So whenever there is speaker crosses 5 minutes, I will put my screen. I will share my screen. Whenever it crosses 5 minutes, that will show green light. Whenever it shows 6 minutes, it will show yellow light, and whenever it crosses 7 minutes, I will show red light. And speaker will be disqualified when it crosses 7.30 minutes, because here only 5 to 7 minutes are allowed. Similarly, for table topics, whenever speaker crosses 1 minute, I'll show green light. Whenever speaker cross 1.5 minute, I'll show yellow light, and whenever speaker will cross 2 minutes, I will show red light. And beyond 2 minutes, it would be a disqualification. So for third evaluation purpose, we are allowed to share the thoughts in within 2 to 3 minutes. So with 2 minutes, I will show green lights. Beyond 2 to 30 minutes, I will show yellow light, and beyond 3 minutes, I will show the red lights. So this is my role for today, and I wish and I congratulate all the guest speakers who have joined this meeting for the first time and maybe for their future journey. And I also want to best luck for the people who are presenting their speech, table topics, and the evaluation. Thanks a lot, Ankush.
Thank you so much. So I think there is some problem with our grammarian. Maybe there is some technical glitch. So we are trying to connect with him. In meanwhile, I would request TMOD to take this forward. Sharda ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Today, the first speaker of the day is Toastmaster Dr. Rajkumar. And he is attempting level 1, project 2 from the effective coaching pathway. Toastmaster Dr. Rajkumar has been working in the medical industry. To evaluate this speech, we have Toastmaster Shashwat Sharma. He is currently pursuing an MBA from IMI Kolkata and is the VP Education at IMI Kolkata Toastmasters Club. He has the penchant for various sports, especially badminton and squash, and he is an avid gamer. I request you to please read out the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Shashwat.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Our speaker today, as mentioned, is presenting his level 1 project 2 speech from the Pathway Effective Coaching, and the project is titled Writing a Speech with a Purpose. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on the topic. Timer, please note that the timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish to speak all the very best. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you. Toastmaster Dr. Rajkumar, self-awareness. Self-awareness, Toastmaster Dr. Rajkumar. Stage is yours.
Thank you, TMOD, for a nice introduction. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and all guests over here. How many of you are not taking medicines on daily basis? I think only few of us are not taking medicine on daily basis. Do you all agree that self-awareness is the first step to personality development? Few days before, I had a dream where my shadow came and asked one weird question to me. Hey you, who are you? I replied, I am Dr. Rajkumar. I did not ask your name. I asked, who are you? Y-O-U. Who I am? I am Dr. Rajkumar. Again, I did not ask your name. Could you tell me who are you? With this, I got up and confused and started asking me who I am. Who I am. Who I am. Am I this body? Am I this thinking mind? Who I am. Oh my God. I'm indeed confused to know who I am. I remember on 11th April 2019, I was diagnosed as diabetes. Furthermore, I was prescribed to take insulin and medicines. I was depressed to the core for the very fact, how come I became diabetic at my 39 years of age? I was never a foodie nor had the habit of overeating. That was the time I started to stop looking outside and started looking inside myself. Then I found the stress factor in my workplace, as well as the irregular sleeping patterns, has brought me diabetes too early. Also, I remember on 10th of September 2021, when I got up, I had a very severe pain on my right shoulder, which was radiating up to my right hand. The MRI report revealed that I had bulges at multiple levels in my spine. Still, I am puzzled and perplexed. For what reason I got this? Again, I applied the same technique of turning inward, and I found it was my improper posture which brought me this problem. How many of you have asked this question to you? Are you sitting in proper posture? Are you standing in proper posture? Are you sleeping in proper posture? Last but not least, are you sitting at computer in a proper posture? To all the above questions, my answer is no. Altogether, I felt I never listened to my body nor to my mind. Rather, simply I was reacting to the happenings around me. If I were aware about myself, I would have got a great escape from all these health issues what I encountered. The first step in self-awareness is to be thoughtful of yourself. I applied this in my life, and now and today I'm out of insulin and I'm out of medicines. Also, I started going to fitness center 3 months before. With the help of my personal trainer, I started strengthening my muscles, and I'm totally out of my shoulder pain and all the back pain, what I had previously. How many of you are using Wi-Fi connections in your home? Many of us. Among all of you, how many are aware about the safer distance in order to avoid the radiations from the Wi-Fi router? Dear friends, who will teach self-awareness to me and to you all. Thank you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkumar, a very well, nicely prepared speech. Now, our second speaker, Toastmaster Omkarini, will be attempting level 3, project 1 from the dynamic leadership pathway. She is from VJU Toastmasters Club, pursuing BTech third year robotics in Jaipur. She joined Toastmasters 1 year ago. And she has interest in dancing and anchoring. To evaluate this speech, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sharda. Toastmaster Sharda is an educator, author, and career counselor. I would request her to please read out the speech objectives. The pathway for the Toastmaster Bollam Omkarini is dynamic leadership, and this project is level 3, and the project is sense of humor. The speech title is Weird Mistake, and she is mentored by TM Balaji. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Weird mistake. Toastmaster Bollam Omkarini. Bollam Omkarini, weird mistake. Over to you, Toastmaster Omkarini. And one thing I forgot, that the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Omkarini.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Man make mistakes and mistakes make the man. You and I were born to make the mistakes. By virtue of humanity, it's in our DNA to make mistakes. But Omkarini is so special person because she makes more mistakes than a normal person does. Once in a lifetime, we all did a mistake, right or wrong? If right, please raise your hand. Now, multiply your mistakes with 2 to the power of 90 times of infinity square. And the result is a mistake I have done. You all know Steve Jobs? My name is Steve, but still can't get a job. You all know Mark Zuckerberg? If I had my own social media platform, it would be Mistake Book rather than Facebook, because Omkarini makes so many of mistakes. You know Thomas Alva Edison, right? He did 10,000 mistakes before inventing the bulb. Likewise, Omkarini also did 10,000 mistakes, but still haven't had any light bulb moment yet. On 30 November 2001, a girl was born called Omkarini. She's none other than me. She's a premature baby because I was born 1 month early than the due date given by the doctor. So my parents mistakenly said that I was mistaken born. Oh, thank God, at least they kept me. The second mistake is, you all know that people believe in superstitions, right? Likewise, my mother also believed in a superstition called lizards. Lizards falling on the head leads to the death. So she inculcated the fear of lizards in my heart and in my mind from childhood. So I was very scared of lizards. Whenever I enter into a bathroom to take a bath, first duty is I turn around 360 degrees on the wall and check whether there is a presence of a lizard or not. And for my worstness, there is a lizard on the wall every time. So immediately I join my hands and I start praying the God, please let the lizards don't fall on my head, because I was scared of lizards. So from that day, I'm fearing too much towards the lizards. Now, I shifted my fear of lizards from Khammam, Telangana state to Jaipur, Rajasthan state because I entered into Rajasthan to pursue BTECs, and in the hostel I allotted with the room. And after entering into the room, I went to take a bath. And the same thing I repeated here is, first I entered into the bathroom and checked around 360 degrees around the walls, whether there is a presence of a lizard or not. And for my worstness, there is a lizard again. So I started praying God usually with sincerely efforts. And God, please let the lizard don't fall on my head. And God listened every time I prayed sincerely. And the worst day had occurred. As usually, I entered the bathroom, checked around the walls. I joined my hands and prayed God sincerely. But I think God is busy in some other work. He haven't listened my prayers. That's why lizard had fallen on my head and I shouted like, "Ow!" because I was scared of lizards. Immediately, my warden man and my hostlers came towards me by running. And my warden asked to me, "Omkarini, why you have shouted?" Then I said, "Ma'am, lizard has fallen on my head, ma'am." Then she shouted on me, "You stupid idiot, don't you have common sense? You have shouted for a lizard falling on your head." Then I immediately started crying. The reason behind cry is, first thing, I felt shame because she scolded in front of all the members. Second thing is, lizards falling on the head leads to the death, crushing my heart. So after entering into my room, I said to my heart, "Omkarini, from today you have to be stubborn. You should not fear for the lizards." So I made my heart too much stubborn from that day. I became too much stubborn, like now I'm sharing my room with the 4 members, First member is me, Omkarini. Second member is Cecilia, she's a human being. And rest of the 2 members is wife and husband. Wife is called as white lizard and husband is called as black lizard. I have given white lizard as white because girls are white and black lizard as husband because boys are black. I'm just joking, take it silly. Now Omkarini is having a great heart, She's sharing the room with the 4 members and I'm not at all giving any rent to the lizards called wife and husband. They are living in my room for free of cost. And I'm giving too much of freedom to them, Once I switch off lights in my room, they enter wife and husband out of the curtains and they roam all the room like they're roaming the whole Jaipur city. Sometimes, in fact, they sleep on my bed like they are sleeping on the luxurious sofa. So, Omkarini, it changed a lot from mistakes. She feared from the lizards to situation where she's sharing the room with the lizards. Oh God, Omkarini has changed a lot. So, my dear ladies and gentlemen, make the mistakes, learn from the mistakes, and bring the best out of you from the mistakes. Because, my dear ladies and gentlemen, man make the mistakes and mistakes make the man. Thank you. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful speech. Now, the third speaker of the day for this round is Toastmaster Vikas Guleria. He will be attempting Level 2 Project 3 from the Innovative Planning. To evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Toastmaster Yogeshwari is an authority in English language and an excellent coach and a passionate speaker. I would request Toastmaster Yogeshwari to read out the speech objective. Over to you, Toastmaster Yogeshwari.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Good afternoon, everyone present here. Today, Toastmaster Vikas Guleria is going to present his speech from Pathway Innovative Planning Level 2 Project 3 and mentored by Toastmaster Uma Natraj. Toastmaster Vikas Guleria, his project objectives are: the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. Toastmaster Vikas Guleria, I am sure that you are going to conciliate and win over me through your amazing speeches. Looking forward to evaluate you. All the best. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. And our third speaker, just a minute. Okay. Toastmaster Vikas Guleria, lucky to have mentors. Lucky to have mentors, Toastmaster Vikas Guleria. Over to you, Toastmaster Vikas Guleria.
Mentor empowers a person to see the possible future. And he also makes us to believe that it is achievable. Sean Hitchcock. The word mentor is as old as the storytelling is. It was coined as a wise teacher in the book Odyssey. And even after thousands of years, the definition still holds good. My dear Toastmasters and esteemed guests, how many of you have privilege to be having a good wise teacher? Can you raise your hand? Yeah, I can see many. It's very hard to have a wise teacher who can take you to a positive direction. I'm fortunate enough in my life for having so many mentors. Chandel sir, my chemistry teacher in 11th class. I still remember my first meeting, rather encounter with him. I was 10 minutes late to his class, very first class. I was thinking, what he will think of me. I'm careless. I'm not focused to study. I'm not punctual. With all these thoughts, I entered his class. Good morning, sir. May I come in, sir? You are 10 minutes late. Now you are coming to class? Go away. Come tomorrow. Came reply in a thunderous voice from 6 feet 2 inch tall person who looked more of a basketball player rather than a chemistry teacher. But this 6 feet 2 inch tall person became not only my favorite, but the favorite of whole of the class because of his caring and nurturing nature. Chemistry became our favorite subject because the way he teaches, the lucid way, the easy way. I even carried as my major in chemistry in my master's degree. I cracked my first interview because of my knowledge in chemistry. All thanks to Chandel sir. Year 2006, change of function from quality assurance to sales. I was not having a small knowledge of sales, but thank God, again, I have a mentor. My manager, Gupta ji. He was having 15 years of experience in sales, and he taught me each and everything about the sales. I still remember, I failed miserably in cracking a sales deal with a reputed hotel. I was so devastated. I was taken aback with this failure. I was thinking of quitting. Sensing this, Gupta ji called me to his cabin. Vikas, what happened? You are not looking normal. Nothing, sir. Nothing. Is it due to that failure in getting the deal with the hotel? Exactly, sir. I put my all effort, but everything has gone into drain. Sir, I am not for sale. I think I must quit. What are you talking? You did right thing. And I am sure one day you are going to be a great salesperson. And his words act like a balm on my bruised ego. And friends, I worked hard. And next year I cracked the same deal with the same hotel worth 15 of lakhs. All thanks to Gupta ji, whose motivation and trust in me made me to do this. August 2021, I joined Toastmasters and was assigned a mentor. After interacting with her, I just did one thing. I just followed her speeches in the meeting. She helped me in finalizing my pathway also. I remember I was giving my first speech at level 1. I was so nervous. I was not able to incorporate so many things. So I called her. Ma'am, I'm finding it difficult. I'm not getting a good speech. Don't worry, Vikas. You just send me your speech. I sent the entire speech to her. And you won't believe that within one day, she came back to me with the possible improvement. She advised me to incorporate more of a voice modulation while introducing the character. Well, I did follow her advice. And I was appreciated by my evaluators at the end of my speech for this voice modulation. My mentor is always there to help me whenever I feel any problem in Toastmasters. After having so much interactive, enlightening interactions with her and getting advice which I can follow, I cannot wait to be a mentor of someone in Toastmasters. When I have so much rewarding journey as a student, I can imagine how enriching the teaching is going to be. I want to leave you with one last point. Mentor and mentee relationship is a two-way process. If you have an awesome mentor who is always there, with whom you can have honest and heart-to-heart talk, you are very lucky. But at the same time, as a mentee, you require to come out of your cocoon. You have to challenge yourself to become a good leader, good communicator. I have found so many good mentors in my life and even in Toastmasters. So I am ready today to follow their footpath, to take up the role of mentor. What about you, Toastmasters? Thank you. Over to you.
Wow, what a sensational speech, Toastmaster Vikas Guleria. Very nice, very well said. Now I will go into the same topic. When I was talking about the forgiveness, I told you, forget and forgive, they come hand to hand, and we speak it as a phrase. Now, when we forgive someone, actually there are 3 different types of most common forgiveness. The first one, where you are forgiving another person who has committed offense against you. Someone has hurted you or something like that. So this kind of forgiveness is called interpersonal. And when you're upset with yourself, oh, I'm so unlucky. Whenever I do something, it goes wrong, means you're unhappy to yourself. So you have to forgive yourself. And this is called intrapersonal forgiveness. And sometimes we are very, very annoyed with, sometimes we say something to the nature or the God, and this one is called existential forgiveness. I am following this forgiveness for last 1.5 years. I want to share a very legendary story of a man known as Dr. Hewlin. I don't know whether you will think it as an imaginary character or something like that, but no, he actually existed. He was a doctor in Hawaiian State Hospital, and that particular hospitals were full of criminals. And this person, he did not even see a person, those criminal people in that hospital, but he cured them all. Yes, he cured them all. And it seems a little insane, but he did it. How he did it? With a very beautiful prayer known as forgiveness prayer, Ho'oponopono. Yes, you can research it later today after you leave this call. This prayer means, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you, I love you. These 4 sentences. These 4 sentences made my life so very easy. And whenever I feel some negativity, I just utter these 4 sentences. I don't know how many times. Now, don't ask me whether 108 times or 11 times. If your wound is smaller, where bandage can work, you go for the lesser number. But if your wound is deep, where it needs to be some surgery or like that, of course, you need a longer time. So I do it according to that, and it has really helped me out. And another one who I really adore is the Masaru Emoto. If you have not heard it, please go and find it. Masaru Emoto. He has done a beautiful experiment on the words. When we say these forgiveness prayer, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, I thank you for everything. These words, they have so much of power, and he has shown it in the water experiment. He has shown how the molecules of the water are moving. So it's my request, if you go today, please do this one, and I'm telling you, this will bring a lot of peace. Now, our next round is table topics master introductions. Now this table topic, and to provide us with the challenges for today's table topics round, we have the table topic master who will be conducting the session today. And please help me in welcoming the table topic master of the day, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Let's put our hands together and welcome Toastmaster Yogeshwari. And this now stage is yours, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. I'm really glad to be here as a table topic master to introduce my project. This is a part of strategic relationship. Actually, my evaluator should introduce this to me. So I give the stage to him so that he can introduce my project, and then I can do it.
Thank you, Yogeshwari. Yogeshwari is presenting her level 2 project 2 actually, and she is following strategic relationship as her pathway. And the purpose of this project is to demonstrate his or her ability to active listening to whatever the speakers are saying. And during evaluation, I'll be checking the points like the confidence, the clarity, the vocal variety, the eye contact, the active listening, then coordination. Sorry, I missed a few things. It will be engagement, eye contact, and I'll be evaluating on these levels. Over to you, Yogeshwar, and all the best.
Thank you so much, dear evaluator, and thank you so much once again, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Here I begin with certain general information about Toastmasters and some ground rules. Now let me start with general information about the table topics. Now, what is table topics? For the benefit of the guest, table topics are impromptu speeches. I am here to give certain topics, and you can volunteer yourself, or I may call you up as a volunteer. You can listen to the topic. Do not jump in to answer. Listen to the topic, take 30 seconds, and then you can organize your thoughts and you can present it. This topic, you can speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is the time to get qualified, and tabletop timer, kindly note, at 1 minute, green card should be shown. At 1 minute 30 second, yellow card should be shown, and at the 2 minutes, red card should be shown. After 2 minutes, a 30 second of grace time will be given. If you overshoot 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will be disqualified and you will not be considered for voting. Now, who can participate? First, I would like to call experienced Toastmaster to participate, and that speech can be kept as a template for the guest to participate. I sincerely urge all the guests to participate because I have prepared so much today with all the funny topics. one more rule. You have to take the topic and you have to present it in the funniest way. Because all the topics are funny, no serious things, all should be rolling in laughter. Done? Deal? Okay, great. So you can nominate yourself first, all the guests, and any Toastmasters who would want to volunteer. Is that our evaluator one? Yeah, okay, great. So I'll be showing a PPT. I'll be giving you a topic. You can talk about that, but the rule is be funny. Okay, great. So let me share my screen. Toastmaster Shashwan Sharma. Your topic is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Your topic is, what is the strangest thing a friend has ever done at your house? What is the strangest thing a friend has ever done at your house? Toastmaster Shashwan Sharma, the stage is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you all remember the first time you all had a sip of any spirit, perhaps whiskey or vodka? Well, I can tell you all that in most cases, what would have happened is that perhaps you took it out of someone's bar, perhaps dad wasn't home, and we all just snuck in to have that one sip that, okay, what is this thing that is making dad so friendly after he has a few sips? What is this thing that is, helping him calm down, helping him lose all his inhibitions as a father? And suddenly, from that strict father, he becomes that friendly figure, and he comes to you and says, in my case, well, Shashwat, now you are my friend. And this is the same person who in the morning at 10 o'clock had hit me 2 slaps because I had scored 85% and he was expecting me to score 93. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was extremely scared of my father. And one day, one unfaithful, unfortunate day, what had happened is that while my mom and dad were out, I had called a few of my friends at home. Now they thought that, okay, his parents aren't home and his father's bar is stocked up with whiskey. So let's give it a sip. So we all snuck into the bar looking everywhere. We were all like black cat commandos and all those FBI agents sneaking around, and we went in and we opened that bottle. Now there was only about 60 ml left in that bottle. And once we finished it in excitement and enthusiasm, we thought, what can be done? So we took up the Appy-Fizz that was there in the fridge and put it in the bottle. Now we thought we will get away with it because there's only a little amount left. My dad will have to mix something else and he wouldn't know. Would you know it? That evening when he came back was the day when he wanted to have that particular whiskey. And the moment he poured it and had one sip, ladies and gentlemen, it was game over. He came to me and said, Shashwat, what is this? I was like, Dad, I don't know. It's like, your friends are here, right? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, that day was the first and last time when my father was angry with me and he wasn't the friendly figure that he becomes after 2 sips. What was your strange story, Madam Toastmaster, Madam Table Topics Master?
Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to our evaluator, Toastmaster Shashwat Sharma. I really loved the way you narrated the entire story. It was so dramatic. You took me along with you. I was actually imagining your house and you were, as a black commando sneaking out, and it was brilliantly done. I really loved. Keep it up. Now let's move to a guest. Okay, so guest, kindly turn on your videos so that you can get a chance to be funny. Do not miss this opportunity. You might regret later. So can I request guest Vikas Godke? Guest Vikas Godke, are you there? Okay, so guest Pratap Naruka. Okay, guest Amit, do you want to go? Okay, guest Pratap Naruka is here.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. So guest Amit, I'll be coming to you as a third topic, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Guest with Pratap Norka, your topic is if animals could talk, which would be the most funniest? If animals could talk, which would be the most funniest? Be as creative as possible. Over to you.
So thank you for giving me the chance. I think if animal can talk, the most funniest I can find is butterfly. If she can talk, it would be the most funniest.
Okay, you need to speak for about 1 minute, one minute to 30 seconds, sir. You can elaborate. So you have stated that butterfly. Why do you think butterfly? So you can elaborate and go about speaking.
Yeah, I may not be able to do that right now because I didn't think.
That's okay. That's okay. You can just simply speak what comes to you because it's impromptu. We all speak what comes to us at this moment. So you can just give it a try.
So why I said butterfly, because butterfly is a small animal, and then if I talk about my child, he is very much correlating with that animal. So he likes to go there and then talk to her. So basically, that is why I named butterfly.
Okay, thank you so much, Guest Pratap. That was a brilliant attempt from your end. I really appreciate that. Speaking for the first time and still you went ahead speaking, telling that why you chose butterfly. Yes, even I love butterfly. I mean, few girls, you know, they'll imagine, butterfly will fly around, hop around them, and then the butterflies are talking and we are also talking. So it is all the fantasies that we do. I am able to relate with you when you said that. Thank you so much for that. Next up, we have our guest Amit. So the topic for you, sir. Okay. Imagine that we are not going to hell, but still imagine that you could see the hell. Okay. What song you think would be played in a loop in hell? So you can be funny. It's nothing to be dangerous or scary.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the particular topic also. But as hell is, everyone is aware what is hell. Okay, and nobody, going towards the hell because everyone will means everyone think differently. Okay, but as far the hell is concerned, so I would say that okay, don't let me go to the hell. I am a good person. I am a good person. I didn't done anything wrong in my life. um, and I am the polite. I believe in humanity, and I am the good person. So that's why I don't want to go to the hell. I don't want to go to the hell. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, sir, what song would you suggest to be played in loop in hell?
So that okay. So the not let us go to the hell. Not let us go to the hell. Not let us go to the hell. That song I will keep in a looping.
Okay.
I'm a good person. I'm a good person like that.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That is really creative, I have to say. Okay, I'm so happy that I got this topic. Now, yeah, let's move to our So, guest Amit sir, I have to tell you, when you said let's go to the hell, no, let's not go to the hell. I'm a good person. So when I was asking you about tell me a song that would get looped, this was in my mind, and I was so amazed that when you also said that. So I was a little scared. Oh no, you should not say any kind of a familiar song. You should be creative, and you did that. Thank you so much for it. Now let's move to our guest. So guest Bharat Anjankar, are you there? If you are there, kindly turn on your video. And we also have guest Shakmal.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you there? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Guest Bharat Anjankar, your topic is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What are the few fun ways to answer the boring question of what do you do for work? What are the few fun ways to answer the boring question of what do you do for work? Guest, Bharat and Shankar, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. What are the ma'am? Can you please repeat the question because of some network problem? I think I don't get it.
Yeah, I'll share it once again. So here it is. I hope you can see. What are the few fun ways to answer the boring question of what do you do for work? What are the few fun ways to answer the boring question of what do you do for
What are
work?
the few fun ways to answer the boring questions?
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't get it.
Okay, so
Whenever
I'll
we-
just explain it. People will ask, right? Okay, what are you doing for your work? Are you working in a corporate sector or are you working, having your own firm, whatever it is? What do you do for work? What do you do for work is what are you doing to earn money? Now, usually we'll say, I'm working here, I'm working there. But be creative and say some funny things to answer those people. Okay, fine. Do you want to go for a change of
It is
question?
very difficult for me.
Do you want to? Is there any Toastmaster who wants to answer this? Any Toastmaster? Okay. Gaurav, I'll give it to you. Bharat sir, hold on. I'll come up with the easy question to you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yes, Gaurav, go ahead. Take it.
So when someone asks me, what do you do? I simply say, I spend my dad's cash. Because there is in every person's life, there's everything going on simultaneously. And in my case, I have 4 to 5 things simultaneously going on. If I say one particular thing to a person, he then says, what are you doing in that thing? I say, I left that thing. So that is the case I have right now. I think it's not 1 minute.
Yeah, you have to continue speaking.
All right. So there was a uncle whom I met on someone's wedding. He was asking, "What are you doing?" I am saying, 5-year BLV. So, oh, courts. Yeah, I love the benches. This is the type of sarcastic things I used to say. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Gaurav. Though it was a tough question, taking it up and making us all laugh. Toastmaster Gaurav, yes, I agree to you. When I was in college like you, even I was spending my dad's cash. So I can relate it with you. Thank you so much for that. Now, guest Bharat, do you want to take up another topic?
Ma'am, I'm just first time I'm appearing for impromptu speech. It is very difficult to get in thought process. So I will talk in next time, but
Okay,
I'm
sure.
just observing how people are reacting. And
okay,
so,
sir. Okay, no issues, no issues. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for that. So now, Toastmaster Ajay Kumar. We go for one Toastmaster in the middle. Toastmaster Ajay Kumar, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Very good afternoon to all.
Very good afternoon, sir. So do you want to take up the next topic?
Yes.
Okay, great. Here you go. What is a dance move that everyone looks stupid doing? What is a dance move that everyone looks stupid doing?
Okay. Fantastic. Let me try it. Just let me know if I'm visible to you all, guys. I just jumped to the room from the train. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for giving me this topic. What is the dance move that everyone looks like idiot? This was the topic, right? So even I am not a very good dancer, right? But although I'm not a good dancer, but every time I try to dance, at least in the party, at least in the marriage party or some gathering with the friends and other friends are nearby there. So when I was there on my first official picnic party, they said that we have booked a good DJ and we will dance together. So I was very much excited that yes, today is the day that I have to show my dancer. I will dance like, means anything, I'll dance very crazy. When the music started on the spot, after having some snacks, everybody was just sitting on the chair. And from inside, I was just looking that if somebody will just come, at least stand there, I will just start and make the move. And that was the time when my manager came. He's very old with a very odd shape. And sorry to comment like that, but yeah, it's completely unfit. And he started like, Ajay, you are very young. You should dance. Like, yes, sir, I can dance. And I started like, okay, I can do that. And then everybody started like the same Gangnam style. Somebody's doing like this, somebody's doing like this, anything. And after spending some few minutes, I was looking that is this the dance that I was expecting for me, or is this the dance that people are crazy and they book the DJ? So everyone was looking like an idiot in that dance form, but yeah, that is the only form that we know. Thank you very much. Over to you, TTM Yogeshwari.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajay Kumar. You really made our day by presenting the dance move. I could connect with you. I remember when the Gangnam style came for the first, everybody had a huge craze for that Gangnam style. And
yes,
it was very crazy, but still people loved doing it. I think
yeah,
I could try
it was
once in my
because so
college days.
simple. It was very simple for us, and we can play the same thing in the marriage party or in the birthday party or in the friend gathering. Everywhere we can just copy and paste, all the way it works.
Exactly. And it was very funny as well. So thank you so much for presenting this table topic. I really loved listening to you. You made us all laugh. Thank you so much for that. Now,
Thank you very much. Over to you.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Now we can go for 2 more Toastmasters and rest all guests. Guests, kindly nominate yourself. I don't want to pull you inside this and make you uncomfortable. So kindly nominate yourself. Even if you couldn't talk, that's absolutely fine. Just give it a try. Now, can we go for Toastmaster Sharda?
Yes, Toastmaster of
Okay.
TTM.
Yes, ma'am. So here is your topic. What is the worst smell you have ever experienced? What is the worst smell you have ever experienced? Over to you, Toastmaster Sharda.
Thank you so much. I remember, I think it was year 2018. I was in the corridor in my school, and my duty was to see that students are eating properly during the tiffin time. And I was just moving. I was there in the corridor where mostly classes 1, 2, and 3 sits. It was near to my staff room. And I went, and I was very curious, just like, Stanley Ka Dibba teacher, looking for the tiffin, what they're eating. I was very curious, this young kid, what they were having, because I also wanted to give my kids something. Suddenly, a dirty smell was very unbearable smell was coming. And I saw that child, a small child, was crying. I went there and I was very surprised why this child is crying after opening his tiffin. Suddenly, I found that his mother forgot to give him a fresh tiffin. And instead, the tiffin, which was there in his bag for, I think, on Friday, he brought it back, and his mother thought like it is a fresh tiffin. And that one was having those rotten eggs, like he did not have the other day, and the bananas. And that poor child, he was picking it up to eat, and he found this dirty smell, and he was vomiting, and he was very small kid. He didn't know actually what is there. He thought, And he took it, and it was really worse. And all the students, they started vomiting. Oh my God, the smell of the eggs, the smell of the rotten bananas, and the vomiting. It made my day. And I requested principal ma'am, please ma'am, give it to me somewhere else. Please give some mashis, the helpers. Please don't give it to me. It's like a punishment for me. So it was really punishment. And then I used to, give punishment to my students in other way. I said, if you will not work hard, if you will not do your homework, I'll send you to class KG. They used to say, ma'am, no, no, no. And this was the incident. And thank you so much for giving this beautiful and beautiful topic. Thank you, TTM.
Let's give a round of applause for our Toastmasters today. That was a brilliant attempt, ma'am, I could say, because I remember when you were telling about the tiffin box with rotten food. I remember when I was a child, I and my brother used to go to school. And to help my mom, I used to clean all the utensils. I used to do the dishes. When I eat, I'll clean it up, I'll bring it back. But my brother will not do that. He will bring that tiffin box as such. And when I open it up in the evening, oh my God. And I'll fight every day, stating that you clean your tiffin box, I clean my tiffin box. I will not do yours. So I could remember that. Thank you so much for bringing my childhood back to me. Now let's move to one guest, and then I'll come back to Toastmaster Bhushan for the table topics. Guest Amit, are you ready to go for it? Guest Amit, do we have you? Okay, so let him get ready. We'll move to our Toastmaster Bhushan. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, great. So here is your topic. What was your funniest or worst experience with a dentist? What was your funniest or worst experience with a dentist? Over to you.
I remember it was year 1998. I had a small problem in my teeth and had visited the dentist. And I left my office, and it was around 6:15, and it took me around half an hour to reach the dentist. And my appointment was exactly at 7. As I reached, the dentist called me inside. And at that very moment, I was very, very hungry. But I couldn't express it to anyone as my treatment was to start. As I lie down on the chair, that typical dentist chair, if you can remember, it is penned one. And as I lied, and the dentist asked me to open my mouth, and he started checking with the things that he want to start. And I realized that the assistant doctor over there has opened a parcel in which sandwich was there, and it was smelling awesome. You can understand the hunger was there in my stomach, and I was just dying to have something. And the treatment started, and the sandwich is getting open. Oh my God! The pain that I was having while that dentist treatment was really forgotten, and I was concentrating on that sandwich. It was being eaten by that assistant doctor, and I was like too much troubled by that rather than this treatment of my teeth. The doctor gave me injection to make those parts uh, so that I don't get the sense of the pain. But the real pain was there. The sandwich was getting finished piece by piece, and that troubled me a lot. I remember this instance. What about you? Did you ever had something like that?
Thank you so much, sir. But don't ask me, did you ever had something like that? Because I remember when I was young, I fell down. When I was 3rd standard or 4th standard, I fell down and my front tooth was completely broken. So I have to walk to and fro from my home to the dental hospital for about 10 to 12 years at a stretch. So don't ever ask me that. I dare not go to a dentist ever again. But still, yes, I And now I feel like you can go and suggest to all the dentists, rather than giving anesthesia, have a sandwich in front. The patients will forget their pain, and the pain will be more that they couldn't eat the sandwich. That was a fantastic attempt. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pushin. Now, I'll tell you, we are running out of the opportunity. There's no time, and I just have 3 topics in hand. I'm going to give it to the guest. So guest, be ready. If anyone wants to volunteer, kindly volunteer yourself. Do we have guest Amit? Do we have guest Ravi Srivastava? Do we have guest Satik Pal here? Do we have you? Okay, so guest Satik Pal is there. Do you want to go for the topic, sir?
Yes.
Okay, great. So here is your topic. Okay, if you could hang out with any of the funniest cartoon character, who would you choose and why? If you could hang out with any of the funniest cartoon character, who you could choose and why? Have you got the topic, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. The stage is yours.
Thank you. So first of all, I would like to go for the cartoon Doraemon. That is my favorite since my childhood. So I love the way he helped Nobita throughout his problems. So whenever he was facing a problem, so he just came to Doraemon and asked, please give me a device that could help me for that. First of all, Doraemon denied, no, you should try first by yourself to resolve the problem. But then at last, he also helped sometimes. So I love Doraemon a lot. So sometimes I feel that if Doraemon was with me, if I'm having any problem, for such as I'm a class 12 student of Haryana Vidya Mandir. So first of all, in class 11 last year. So at the last moment before, for example, yes, for physics practical submission date. So ma'am at the first, they had not given us all the practicals. In the last, only the ma'am had given us 1 week to submit the practicals, and I think 5 to 10 experiments she had given us to write. So at that time, I thought that if Doraemon was with me, I could ask him for any gadget that could help me to write these practicals and everything. So like that also. And sometimes some new sports that I couldn't play well. For example, chess, I could not play well at first. Then at first, then I thought that I could take help from him, Doraemon, if he could give me a device to do so. But now I've practiced a lot. So I'm not a pro player, but I can play well chess. So I would love Doraemon to be by my side. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to guest Satik Pal for that brilliant, wonderful attempt. So first of all, Satik Pal, I really able to connect with you because I remember when I was young, I used to watch this Popeye and the Sailor Man, where Popeye used to drink the spinach. Yeah. So yes, I think you were also a big fan of Popeye. So spinach, and he'll get a huge power. He'll hit the Brutus. Okay, so I feel like I want to have something so that I can hit my brother. Okay, so when you narrated about the Doraemon, I was able to go back to my childhood and I was able to relate to you. Thank you so much for that attempt. Do we have any other guest who wanted to take part? Any other guest? What about guest Sakshi? Do we have guest Sakshi? Guest Amit? This would be the final call because I just have 2 topics. If you are not willing to do it, we can move to the Toastmasters. But this is a wonderful opportunity. Do not give up this. Okay, so Toastmasters. Ganesh, Toastmaster Ganesh, do you want to go for it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. Here is your topic, sir. What is the worst advice you have ever been given? People love to give free advices, right? So what is the worst advice you have ever been given? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for this topic. There is one common thing in all the IT professional. When they work on any of the support project or any of the support activities, they face many challenges, many issues with their life, and they get into like solving the problems and solutions technically. But most of the time, when they wanted to solve any problem and they are not able to solve that problem with the solutions or with the way they see that particular problem, it is not actually really happens always, and the problem can be very small but they see that problem as very big problem. I remember when I was in one of the call where I was suggesting different solutions and different people suggesting a different solutions, and the moment arrived when everybody was like tired about trying different solutions, and the most effective and working solution in terms of IT is restarting the server or restarting your laptop or machine, and that works very beautiful and effective in terms of you are end up with different technical solutions. So at that time when I was working with one of the call with the audience and the customer, the solution of restarting a simple server worked very fine and all the issues gone successfully resolved. So that was the funniest moment for me, that giving that solution to just restart that particular machine, and after like 3 to 4 hours which is spent on different trying and errors, the restart is the best solution to resolve many of the problems. You might have faced many problems with your laptop or technical mobile, but the work of restarting that particular device works better way. Dear Toastmasters, what's your solution to the technical problems? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganesh. That was a wonderful attempt. And you have also given us a tip that if any of your technical device goes wrong, restart it. And this, I'm so happy that this free advice worked, because usually we hate free advice. So this advice worked, and that was a brilliant, brilliant attempt. The final topic, who would want to take it up? I'm giving it to the volunteers. Who would want to take it up? Any Toastmasters? Again, Shraddha ma'am. Okay.
I will try.
Okay. So one more call. Is there anyone else before I give it to Shraddha ma'am? Okay.
Please give it to Toastmaster Anupam. Toastmaster
Thank
Anupam.
you so much, Shraddha ma'am. Okay. Toastmaster Anupam. I think this is the most funniest topic I've ever prepared. Here you go. Describe yourself in terms of food. What do I mean by that? You have to imagine yourself that you are one particular food, and you have to describe yourself that why are you that food? How do you feel about it? How do you smell? What are the ingredients? So whatever creative, crazy you can think, come up with your creativity. The topic is describe yourself in terms of food. Over to you.
Thank you. Have you heard about potato? Couch potato? Many times earlier, people used to tell me, especially at my place, my wife, why are you sitting every time on Sunday, not going anywhere, and just sitting and watching TV? What is in it? Okay. Can't we go outside? Do we have life outside this place? Can we go on Sunday at least? Okay, we'll go. Last Sunday we went, no? What about this Sunday? For last Sunday it was gone. It is gone. Let's talk about this Sunday. I was couch potato. on Sunday, not going anywhere. Then come COVID, and then everything changes. It gave me the actual time to become couch potato, but then I met several people and they changed my perspective about Sundays. Okay. And fortunately, very fortunately, once I attended this type of meeting. After attending this type of Toastmaster meeting, my entire life has changed. Now I have just become like a person who is ready to work more on Sunday, because there are so many things, like ready to spread the fragrance. Okay, it's not like potato, but like a ripe mango. So when you are ripe, I think people want to come to you and they want to taste you, like how you got the taste of becoming a better person. So yeah, over to you, TTM. Yogeshwari.
That was a great. Yeah, that was a great attempt. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Anupam for taking up the stable topics. But Toastmaster Anupam, I would like to disagree. You are, no, not you. Generally, all of us are underrating the value of potato, because I will tell you, potato is the delicious vegetable on the planet. It has been used in multiple places in multiple ways. You can make a roll out of it. You can make paratha out of it. No matter how you cook, it is still delicious. No other vegetable is delicious. So I would like to disagree with you strongly about degrading the value of potato, because Surya loves potato. Okay, with that, I'm so glad and happy we have come to the end of our table topics. I'm thankful to each and every one of you for taking up the table topics, making it interesting, funny, and helping me to finish my project as well. I'm handing the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day. Take it from here, Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you so much, TTM. It was a great topics. I really loved each one of them. Tailored cut, very nicely made. And thank you so much for presenting it with so much of energy. Now, I want to ask how many, like the contestant here, do you want to share something when you have given forgiveness to anybody in your life and made yourself lighter? You can unmute yourself and you can speak. Have you, okay, Toastmaster Bhushan, please.
Shraddha ma'am, thank you for this wonderful topic. And the question that you have asked, that have you practiced forgiveness and to whom? This is a very vital question. If one understands it from his heart, his or her heart, it will give immense, beautiful life after this, after the answer of this question. You have experienced it, isn't it? Same happened with me. I was attending a session by a dentist. He's a famous dentist in our group. And in that session, he described importance of self-forgiveness. That one can forgive him or her for his or her past mistakes. Once you have done that, you are a free bird. Your mind opens up to so many possibilities and people start accepting you because you have accepted it. That you are a human, you can make mistakes. And once this stage is over, life becomes so beautiful that the bottleneck that you are holding in your mind, it goes away and you give a beautiful life to you own and even to others. So forgiveness is very, very important in everybody's life. Do practice it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to share one incident. I have read somewhere there was a lady who was suffering from cancer and she was not getting any treatment. But when she was introduced with this therapy of Ho'oponopono, giving herself forgiveness, and actually she was not able to forgive her father. She was not able to forgive her father actually. And when she started this prayer, this beautiful prayer, Ho'oponopono, she forgave her father and she was cured within 6 months. So these are the real stories. This beautiful prayer, be sure that you forgive yourself, because every day we blame ourselves for one or the other thing. Even if somebody else does it, we blame on us, like it's because of you, stupid Sharda, you have done this. So every day, the first person to seek forgiveness is you. Please forgive yourself for whatever you have done. And anybody else want to share? Then we can move to the third round, which is the very interesting round. Anybody who wants to share about the way something you want to forgive? Okay, guest Pratap. Thank you.
Yeah, so ma'am, my take on forgiveness is I was attending to a training. It was on anger management. So the trainer told us that if you have forgiveness in your heart, nobody can make you angry, because you can see that human is to err. So if you take this in your heart, nobody can make you angry. So that was my take on that training.
That's great, really. And thank you so much for sharing, guest Pratap Naruka. Thank you for sharing. Now we'll move to the next important round, and that is the toast of it is the most important round of our Toastmasters meeting. In this round, constructive feedback is given to each speaker as well as to the overall meeting conduct so that the members can benefit from the experience of evaluators and become better speakers. For this, we have the general evaluator, Toastmaster Anupam, to conduct the session. I would now like to hand over the session to general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Anupam. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. After prepared speeches and exciting table topics, so now we have come to a section where every Toastmaster is waiting for. So speakers especially, they are waiting to get evaluated so that how they can progress in their journey of public speaking. So to help me out, I have a tag team plus 3 evaluators to evaluate the speakers today. So first, I would like to invite, and please help me welcoming TM Saswat Sarma to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Dr. Rajkumar. Over to you, Saswat sir.
Thank you so much, Sir General Evaluator. Ladies and gentlemen, it is often said that being self-aware is not the absence of mistakes, but the ability to learn and correct them. Something that was so eloquently delineated by our speaker today, and something that surely conciliated all our hearts today. A very good afternoon, Sir General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Dr. Rajkumar in particular. Toastmaster Rajkumar, whenever we start treading on the path of self-awareness, we realize the things that we are good at, some things that really stand out in our personalities, and we also come to know of a few things that can be certainly tweaked in order to become even better versions of ourselves. Along similar lines is the art of speech delivery. In speech delivery, in your speech today, there were a few things that you really stood out in, and there are a few things that can be certainly tweaked in order for you to become an even better speaker. Let's start now with a few things that really stood out, starting with the first, the justification of your title. Now, your title was self-awareness. You reinforced and reiterated the title all throughout your speech by asking questions like, who am I? Who will teach us self-awareness? And you also told us the importance of self-awareness, something that is really important for you as a speaker. The second thing was the usage of personal anecdotes. Now, at Toastmasters, we always say that it is the power of our words that can change lives. And that is something that a personal anecdote does, because it helps you make that connect with the audience, something imperative for a speaker. And the third thing was you had a very simple yet subtle message about the importance of self-awareness and how it is overlooked in today's time. something that was very simple, yet extremely impactful and profound in nature. These were the things that really stood out in your speech. Now, like I said, there are certainly a few things that can be tweaked in a slight manner in order for you to become a better speaker. Starting with the first, that is stage choreography. Now, a stage is 360 degrees. You have to move right and left, you have to move front and back, all the directions. Because if I ask you to sit in front of a spot and stare at one place for 7 minutes, after a point, it might start blurring out. So it's important that you keep moving in order to have that attention towards you. You moved only once back and front, but you did not move left and right. So you can move a bit, like when you were explaining your story. So in the first part of your speech, when you're explaining about diabetes, you can stand on your right, and then you can come towards your left for the other story, that is of your shoulder pain. That is how you're covering the entire stage by your speech. The second thing is expressions and pauses. Now you had a line, hear me out. You said it. The first step is awareness. The first step in awareness is to be thoughtful of yourself. Now it's a very plain line, but very impactful. So add more expressions to it. The first step in awareness is to be thoughtful of yourself. You said, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Gets monotonous. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Add expressions so that your message becomes more clear. And the third thing is you had your speech kept down on the lower right corner. So I could see that whenever you were forgetting, you were trying to peep into your seat. Rather, keep it straight so that because we don't know what you're going to say next. So if you are referring to your notes, we won't know of it. So it's important that you keep it straight. So to summarize, you had great justification of the title, you had good usage of personal anecdotes, you had a simple, subtle message. A few things that can be worked upon are stage choreography, expressions, and referring to your speech. All in all, a fantastic speech, and I wish you all the very best for your Toastmasters journey. Over to you, Sir General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. What a sensational evaluation. Thanks a lot. Okay. So now I would like to invite the second evaluator, Sharda ma'am, okay, to evaluate Bolam Toastmaster ma'am. Okay. So welcome Sharda ma'am. Okay. So Sharda ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anupam. Albert Einstein, how beautiful he has said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Good afternoon, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and all the guests. My target speaker, Bolam Omkarini, with her title, Weird Mistake. I love the way you opened your speech. That is, man makes a mistakes makes man. Very, very well. I really loved it, the way you opened your speech and your objective, that was the humorous. You added humor to your speech also. When you were talking about the lizard, if it falls on the head and you were doing those gestures, of course, in fact, we all were laughing. And when you narrated how you were born prematurely, your expressions were good. I loved your expressions. Your modulation was also very commendable. I love that. Just because you are a phenomenal speaker with such a great caliber, there are few recommendations which I want to give you, Toastmaster Omkarini. That is the first, the role playing. When you were in the role of yourself, you were again and again, you were saying, the teacher said, then I said, teacher said. Instead of that, you could have just used some voice, your different sort of voice, and narrated the incident. It would have made a beautiful impact. Second, of course, your choreography, the uses of the stage was not justified. It means you could have used it more. And then the camera, you should have come closer to the camera, look at the camera, and say the things which were you wanted to convey. Next, also, I want you to check questions to at the end. The question was missing. So now I want to summarize. If you include these 3 recommendations, like the role playing and your last, if you ask the questions and then use the eye contact in the camera, it will make your speech much more better. And with this, I can assure you, if you use this, you will be a greater speaker in future. And congratulate you on completing this project. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Anupam.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So with this, I would like to invite third and last evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. She has recently excelled at division level contests. So yeah, congratulations to you, ma'am. And I would request Toastmaster Yogeshwari to evaluate Toastmaster Vikas Guleria.
Thank
Over
you
to
so
you.
much, Sir General Evaluator. Mentorship is something we all wanted right from the childhood. We all have gone through it and still we seek for it. A mentor is like a potter and we are the clays. The way he molds us gives a beautiful utensil which can be used. Toastmaster Vikas Guleria, you really excelled at your speech about Toastmasters mentoring. 3 things that I absolutely loved about your speech is, number 1 is your role play. When you spoke about your boss and you did the role play of changing the dialogues, exchange of dialogues. To quote you, "Good morning, sir. May I come in?" Number 2 is your hand gestures. You have a natural hand gestures. I would suggest you to use it more often. Number 3 is you made your entire speech episodic. To quote you, you said year 2006 and included your personal life experiences. You had a dip and a success followed by that, which made me feel more inspired to listen to you and follow what you were telling. And to add one more, your ending. You ended with a looping question such as, "I'm ready to follow the pathway of my mentor. What about you?" Having said that, just because you are a speaker of such an amazing caliber, and I would like to see you more often giving speeches with excelling in all the other areas, here are my 3 recommendations. Number 1, I was expecting a power-packed start. Example, you were talking about your mentors. Mentors empowers a person. So I somehow felt that the energy was a little low. You could have said, "Dear Toastmasters, mentors empowers a person." Number 2 is your hand gestures. Well, you had a natural hand gesture, but at times I feel like your hands are going back to the steeple method. Steeple method are good to start with, but as you are progressing, you have to explore a lot of other hand gestures as well. Number 3 is your tonality. I somehow felt that the entire speech was completely in a monotonous tone. Rather, you could have experienced with, you could have experimented with. When you said, "I was taken aback with this failure. I was thinking of quitting." Rather, I wanted you to relive the moment and fill it with emotion. You could have said, "I was taken aback with this failure. I thought I would be quitting." So your tonality, your voice, your pause, everything would help you to make the entire incident lively. Having said that, you are an amazing speaker with a lot of brilliant characters such as role play, natural hand gestures, and a beautiful ending. If you could incorporate these 3 suggestions, your speech would be a great one. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the evaluators. Now, I would request our tag team members to come forward and share your feedback about all the speakers. So starting with, I would like to invite our timer, Toastmaster Vishal More. Please share your report.
Thank you very much, sir. Am I audible? I want to project my screen to show the reports. Is it visible, sir? My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the report. I think those who are qualified, I have highlighted it in a green. So Rajkumar, Dr. Rajkumar has completed this in a very, last moment. He got qualified 6.59 minutes. He has finished the state. Omkarini 6.11 minutes, again qualified. Vikas, TM Vikas, Guleria 6.25 minutes. I'm just calling out those who are qualified. So guest Pratap Naruka, he spoke very less, so 1.16 minutes. Guest Amit 1.10 minutes. He is qualified, but within the time frame. TM Gaurav 1.13 minutes got qualified. Guest Sathik Pal 1.47 minutes. Shavda ma'am 2.25 for evaluation, 2.55 minutes. And those who could not complete, they have slightly exceeded their time permitted. So this is the report from my side as a timer.
So I want to say one thing, because it's 30 minutes here and there. So it is 2 minutes 30 seconds for the time. It's 2 minutes 30 seconds. The 30 second is the what
Grace
I
period.
Yes, grace period.
Okay. So, ma'am, here 30 seconds is the grace period for every speech, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'll just add 30 seconds in each speaker's time here. Okay, and represent by report in maybe 5 minutes now.
Thank you, sir.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
I think everybody is qualified, so we can see the report. Yeah,
Good.
all have qualified. Thank you
Except
so much.
evaluator
So
one.
now,
Except evaluator one, everyone.
Evaluator 1 and 3, just check.
Timer, please show your report again.
Yeah.
So only one evaluator has qualified. Thank you.
What is
so
the
now
time?
I would. Yes, Sagan.
What is the time limit, sir, for evaluator? 2 minutes, I think. I don't know.
It's 2 to 3 minutes, ma'am. For evaluation, 2 to 3 minutes. Table topic, 1 to 2 minutes, and for general speeches, it is 5 to 7 minutes.
Then everybody has qualified, I think, in the evaluator also.
Allow me 5 minutes, ma'am. I'll just reshare my screen after making the changes.
So, okay. In meanwhile, I just request Toastmaster Bhushan to share his report about our table topic master, because this was the special project where this evaluation is required. So I would request Toastmaster Bhushan, please share the evaluation of Toastmaster Yogeshwari.
Thank you, President Sir, for giving me the chance. Yogeshwari Sugumar, you have conducted this Toastmasters table topics session very beautifully. And the basic object of your project was active listening. And you have succeeded in completing the project. Having said that, the core objective required during the meeting was the clarity of the topics. It was available in all the topics and it was clearly understood by everyone. Some guests couldn't get it clearly. For that, I will give suggestions in the recommendation session. You had complete comfort level for conducting this session. You presented vocal variety, then the tonality, for this listeners to understand you better, understand your subject better. The eye contact was there, so everyone could relate with the subjects and the topics, and it was a completely engaging session. That is why the number of participants were more, and rather we were short of time. Otherwise, we would have gone a little more. And in active listening, you have listened to each and every speaker, and you have given the affirmation statement that was required to all of them, and it was quite a pleasing one. And you were smiling throughout the session. That was the most wonderful thing. The only single recommendation I would have is when you are presenting topics, keep some topics so comfortable that a member who's a guest and who is not uh, used to the Toastmaster platform and this is speakers platform, he would be comfortable with the topic and he can start with that particular topic immediately. Such kind of few topics can be kept, and that will make our session completely engaging and loving. Having said that, congratulations to you. You have conducted the session and you have conciliated the issues to 100%. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Bhushan, for that wonderful evaluation. This will do our counter, Toastmaster Ganesh Hirwarkar, sir. So please share your report.
Hello, thank you, Toastmaster Anupam. Let me share my screen with the report. Yeah, I hope all of you are able to see my screen. Okay, so the today's report for the counter is for this Rajkumar sir. I don't see any or in their speech, but they had two so in their speech and two and which they used as a filler, and they repeated the I replied once in their speech. I replied. Then Sharda ma'am had one in their speech which they used as a filler word. Omkarini had nothing which is or filler words present in their speech. Toastmaster Yogeshwari had two in their speech which is applied. Then Toastmaster Vikas had like one incorporate which is repeated in word in their speech. Toastmaster Bhushan had 9 in their speech which was repeated filler words in his speech. Then Shashwat had one in their speech. Toastmaster Anupam had one in their speech, and myself I had two in my speech. So this is my report. Hope this will help you to improve on the speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganesh, for presenting this detailed report. Thanks a lot. So now I would request our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Gaurav, who took it instantly. So I would request him to just share his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for giving me this opportunity of playing this role as a grammarian. Here is my report. So I saw this few good usage of words by the following speakers. TMOD Sharda Chakravarti used two usage is intrapersonal, meaning occurring within individual mind or in. And the second word is tailor cut, made in order. Second speaker is Rajkumar Arunachalam, who said indeed, which means emphasizing a phrase or a sentence. Third speaker is Vikas Guleria, who said enlightening, to spotlight specific information or understanding. Then fourth one is Shashwat Sharma, who used the word reiterated, meaning saying or saying a number of times or emphasizing for clarity. Another speaker is Yogeshwari, who used tonality, which means equality of tone. I also noted a few improper usage of words. Someone used called me to office instead of called me in his office. He see that instead of he say that. Let's give it a sip. Let's give it all a sip instead of let's have a sip. Go there and talk her. Goes there and have a talk with her. When they wanted to solve. When they want to solve. In the last improper usage, the speaker used past tense while the tense of the sentence was present. So this was my grammarian report. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, TM Gaurav, for your fabulous grammarian report. With this, now we have one more people that we have included this time as listener. So is he available over here?
No, sir, he is not there.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I think if with this, if you want to launch the polls, I think for best speaker and all, you can do it. Meanwhile, I'm just sharing my report. Okay. So,
sir, timers report once again. Vishal More, sir.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm just showing it. Yeah, this is the revision report considering 30 seconds as a grace period. So in a structured category, we have two qualifier speaker qualified. For table topic, we have 4 people who are qualified, 4 Toastmasters. And for evaluation, there is 1 evaluator who is qualified.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Kindly keep sharing the report because I am creating polls on the basis of who had over used that limit and who has who was in the limit.
So maybe Vishal sir, you can just share who all are not qualified. Basis that he can prepare.
You can share the report.
Just so can I show only those who are qualified?
You may show the report again.
Just. Yeah.
Take a screenshot.
So Anupam sir, if we want to show only those who are qualified, we can show it like
so
this.
So leave it. Then he'll be taking the screenshot. Okay, sir.
Okay.
He'll be taking a screenshot. Tim Gaurav, hope you got the screenshot.
Everyone, kindly please vote, and I am eliminating names who are not qualified. That's it.
Yeah, TM Gaurav, if you want, I can share it this on a chat.
No, just keep sharing the screen.
Okay.
I'm just creating the.
TM Gaurav sir, one kind request from my side. I think initially it came 6 minutes 29 seconds for me, and after getting that yellow card, I think another few seconds I spoke and I stopped.
I missed that.
Even if it is 7:29, 7 minutes 29 seconds, you are qualified, sir.
Thank you.
Because 7:30 is the limit now. You are qualified.
Right. Sorry, my mistake.
For me also, table topic, my time was around 2 minutes 15 seconds earlier. Now it is shown as 3 minutes. I think that's not correct.
Which one, sir? Which one are you talking about?
Row number 14.
Roll number 14. Evaluation. You're talking about the evaluation.
No, time taken, yeah.
Toastmaster.
Yeah, table topic time. I think, yeah.
12 number.
You have taken 2.03 minutes and we have added 30 seconds additionally. So the revised timing is 2.33.
Oh, so that is the problem actually. Okay. So Toastmaster Gaurav, you make your this thing,
Yeah, just
whole basis
table.
this time taken. Okay. You
Table
just share the time taken. Take a screenshot. Okay. Take a screenshot and do it. Okay. So then we'll save the time. This 30 minutes needs to be removed. Okay, which he, by mistake he has added. So I think since he is playing the timer role for the first time, so it is not supposed to be added there. Okay, it's what is like. It is a grace period which is given to all these speakers and evaluators. Okay, we can't add that, but for a qualification purpose, we keep it 30 minutes in consideration. But it's hello.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. So it's basically confusion because he's playing this role for the first time. So you share this with.
For table topics, for best table topic speaker, I think it only TM Gaurav is qualified, because there are two separate certificates for guest and Toastmaster. As far as I can see, there are 3 guests, but 3 guests.
No, go by what I'm saying is go by original timing. This is not the correct timing which has been
correct. So original time. Sorry, but original timing is E. Column E you can consider.
Yes. So you refer column E, and I would request Vishal sir just to remove the new column.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I see everybody qualified, means there is no disqualification, and there is no qualification.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah.
Evaluator. Have everyone voted?
So you can just stop sharing. You can stop sharing this, Vishal sir.
Sure.
Stop sharing. Yeah. No. So have you shared the link, TM Gaurav?
Hopefully, if you will vote, you will see.
Is it there?
So, general evaluator, you can start giving your special, beautiful comments.
Yes, thank you so much. I was just worried whether we have this evaluation.
Yes, I think he has done it right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So with this, I would like to thank each and every speakers. I think they have spoken so well. All these speakers were speaking, whenever they were presenting, I think it doesn't seem like they were speaking for any thing. Like this was, all the presentation was so good, okay? And it was quite engaging, starting with Toastmaster Rajkumar. I think the way he started with the engaging question, how many of you taking medicine, and then he ate the medicine, and then that was the beautiful way of presenting. So that was a commendable job. Thank you so much. And then speaker 2 also, when she was presenting, that she asked so many engaging questions. I loved the way she spoke, okay, and it was quite engaging session. Talking about Toastmaster Vikas Guleria, he also, his presentation was quite good, and he talked about the mentor and mentee. We all know the relationship between mentor and mentee, how important it is. So all the people spoke very well. Coming to all the evaluators, if I talk about the evaluator, so if I start with our evaluator number 1, who was Shashwat Sharma, Toastmaster Shashwat Sharma. He started with a quote, and that is a very great way of starting it. And he used so many good, he used the English language well while he was evaluating, okay. And he given good commendation also. If I talk about, he used that approach, CRC approach, where he talked about the commendation, then the recommendation, and the recommendation was quite good, okay. And then he suggested that how the presenter should speak, okay, how the speaker should speak. So he gave some gestures also, he suggested some gestures also. So that was great. He used some words like simple and profound. That was quite great. Talking about the only thing which I felt like it was could have been a bit better was when he was giving his summary, he was in a hurry because he had so many things to say, and that's happened when you have a very good evaluator with you. He has so many things to share, so that was the thing. If I come back to second evaluator, started with quote again, and gave many recommendations. So as usual, Shadana, you always rock. So and you give good recommendation, commendation, and then the summary, which was everything was given in summary also, and then you said that whether the speaker is qualified or not. So that was good, okay. And your recommendation was quite good, like uses of stage and all those things. So really appreciate this. Third evaluator, Yogeshwari ma'am, I think she also started with quote, and she started with giving the 3 things which she loved about, and then she also gave the recommendation like the energy which was required and all the hand gestures and all those things. So I think that way everybody excelled in terms of evaluating the speeches. Coming back to my tag team, here in tag team, we could see there were some glitches because there were people, those who have taken this role for the very first time, and it happens sometimes that there are some glitches. So first of all, I should congratulate TM Gaurav for taking that grammarian role instantly, okay, because we realized that because of some network issue or something, because the person who was grammarian earlier, he was traveling. Because of that, he took the role instantly, and he did the justice with this. Only thing which I would request TM Gaurav, next time onwards, include more sentences, includes more quotes which was there, which they used. Okay. Otherwise, the report was quite fabulous. Talking about timer role, I think we saw there was some technical glitch. Maybe we should avoid that, because means technical glitch in terms of technical understanding about this, because he was playing the role for the first time. I would request next time. All the formats and all those things were really good. Okay, so you were well versed with each and everything. The only small mistake which was there was you added this thing, and because of that, it got a bit delayed. So next time onwards, I'm sure you will work upon it. Then I come to last role player is our R counter, Ganesh sir. I think he was also presented a very good report, but I would request next time just keep an eye on us. I think we have made so many R's and ohms during that. So there was a couple of ohms which I observed in myself were more, okay, which I spoke. So maybe next time we'll have that kind of evaluation as well. But as far as our counter role is concerned, the way you kept all the details and minute details in your report, that was commendable. Coming back to our special table topic evaluator this time, Toastmaster Bhushan, he gave the response instantly because this was the evaluation which he has taken instantly, I think, and then he did the justice with it. So with this, we had overall quite good session, and evaluation is the heart of Toastmaster, and we all should take evaluation in positive way, because this helps Toastmasters to grow in its journey. So whenever we are speaking there, personally, I give my example personally. So whenever somebody is giving commendation, I am more interested in what is the recommendation which is coming my way, so that next time when I'm speaking, I can improve upon those. Okay, so with this, I would like to hand over the stage, virtual stage, to our TMOD of the day, Sharda ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for beautiful evaluation of all the auxiliary role players and the evaluators. Thank you so much, sir. And I would request now the sir, Toastmaster Gaurav Chaudhary, to present his report, or who have done whatever, like what does the poll say. Thank you. Over to you.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sharda. Now I got the opportunity to interact with, I'm now done with the GE role. So I'll be taking the guest opinion about this, okay, and feedback about this. Meanwhile, I would request TM Gaurav to prepare the all the certificates and all, and then we can present it. Hope it is okay. You are up to it, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Yeah, I'm preparing the certificates. I'll just
Sure,
need
sure.
just last minute.
Sure, sure. So those who have joined this meeting for very first time, okay, I would like to listen from you, all the guests who are there, and then those who are experienced Toastmaster, I would like to have your opinion as well. So to start with, I would request our guests to share a few words. Okay, anybody who wants to say something, please. Amit sir, you are not audible. Is it for me or for everyone?
Now, how is it?
No, yes. Now.
Thank you. So, as I said that it was my first time to interact with all of you, and I am so amazed. Okay, because the way you are evaluating, and the way the starting was so amazing. I still remember the Sharda ma'am. Okay, she had the this session. Okay, and the way she has she talked. Okay, the way she was she was delivering. So it was so fantastic. And after that, see, everyone has got their own role and responsibilities, and I feel that 100% they were in their they had given their 100%. I would say that. Okay, because see, the minute thing have been calculated over here. Even it was beyond my imagination that such a session can be conducted, and each and every person has been given the particular role, and then role will be again the evaluated. So it's the ultimately I would say so nice. to have such a the wonderful session. Thank you all of you, and it was a relief. Okay, because see, it's more than 2 hours, but I have been continuously listening, and even the expression and everything. Okay, I was even trying that, and the last thing what Anupam sir, what you have. Yeah, analyze the report. Okay, because most of the times the everyone's eye will be on that report also, means how you analyze, how you given the some the particular specific points also to everyone, and what are lagging. Okay, so those are things which are remarkable. Okay, so we need to have such a session, so it would be, I guess, the easy to remove the bottleneck of anything. Okay, thanks thanks a lot for such a session. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Amit sir, for that sensational feedback. Thank you so much. I think each and every words of you is counts. Okay, so thanks a lot for those beautiful words. And this is the beauty of Toastmaster. Okay, so whenever you come to a platform like Toastmaster, when I joined for the first time, I was delighted with the kind of information and the kind of skill people are showing. Okay, so you have diverse people coming in from different places, different backgrounds, and then they are adding value to your skill and their skill as well. So it's a great platform to learn, and thank you for giving that wonderful feedback. So anybody else would like to give feedback? Any of our guests? Okay, so Omkarini ma'am, how about you? Are you here? And then I'll take feedback from Satik Pal. Yeah, so I'll take your feedback also. Yeah, Omkarini ma'am.
In the whole session, I liked the table topic session. The questions I have liked it more. And if I talk about TMOD is very interactive with all the Toastmasters, and the guest also interacted very goodly because it's their first time. Also, they have interacted very good, and all over the meeting is very good. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that very nice and genuine feedback, ma'am. Thanks a lot. First, I would like to say every one of you, just switch on your cameras. We want to click a picture. Okay. So if possible, just switch on your cameras so that we can see your beautiful faces. And there is electricity cut at my place at very right moment. So just a second. So anybody can click the picture. Toastmaster Bhushan, are you taking the picture? Okay, Toastmaster Rajkumar. Yes, sir. Please click the pictures. Yeah. Smile, everybody. Please smile. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So now I would like to request our guests wanted to give the feedback. Guest Satik Pal, please share your feedback.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, the part which I loved was the table topic one, the questions especially. That the questions were very interactive, and first of all, the questions were very comfortable. The general questions which everybody can answer. And for students like me, after 1 year, I am going to give my boards. So especially I'm not getting out of my house, just engrossed in my studies. So parents are also not allowing me to go out. But like this, on this platform, it is a type of recreation for me within my studies. So I enjoyed the session as well as all the evaluation from the evaluators, then the role players, everyone. I loved it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I think we should now request TM Gaurav to share the results. Okay, everybody is waiting for. So is it ready?
Yeah, it is ready, and I was waiting for. So here are the results. For best speaker, we received 6 responses, and Bolam Omkarini, a speaker from VGU Toastmaster Club, has won the certificate. And,
Congratulations to you, ma'am.
and here is the certificate.
You just share the certificate. Okay, not required. This report, leave it. You just share the certificates.
Yeah. If you can see the certificate.
Yes. Yes, it's there.
And here is the best primary role player. It's Toastmaster Sharda Chakraborty. Yeah, here
Congratulations to, congratulations to our TMOD of the day, Sharda ma'am. Yeah.
And here is
very well deserved.
Here is the best auxiliary role player. I don't know.
You share the certificate. You share the certificate.
Okay, only certificates.
Yes. Don't share this.
Best auxiliary role player goes to Gaurav Chaudhary.
Congratulations, TM Gaurav, for getting this, and well deserved. Thank you so much.
Best evaluator goes to Sharda Chakraborty, which I already no. She also got best evaluator and best role player. Kudos to her.
Okay. So congratulations, Sharda ma'am, for winning both the things: best evaluator and best role player.
Best role player.
Thank you.
As a TMOD.
Thank you.
Here's the certificate for Mr. Toastmaster Shashwat Sharma. Best guest table topic speaker is Saithak Pal.
Okay, so it's very, very, I think he'll be delighted with this because this was the very first time he has attended. So yeah, congratulations to you, guest Saithak Pal. Nobody. So you can stop sharing now. Okay?
Yeah.
And with this, our meeting number 212 is adjourned.